You ever get that feeling that you're just reading lines from a script you didn't write? Well, today, we're going to explore a totally different way of looking at life's biggest challenges. We're going to reframe the whole idea of fate, not as some pre written story, but as a journey. And you're the traveler, finding your own way. So let's just dive right in. Take a look at this slide. A puppet, right? Its movements are all dictated by these unseen strings. And then there's a traveler, looking out at a wide open road. Which one? Which one feels more like you? Have you ever had those moments where you honestly feel like that puppet, just being pushed and pulled by forces completely beyond your control? I mean, we've all been there, right? A missed train makes you late for a super important meeting, a job application gets rejected for some reason you just can't figure out. It is so easy to feel like the universe is this cruel master, just making these random, maybe even hostile moves against you. But what if we're just misinterpreting the signals? Let's explore a whole new perspective. What if those forces aren't some tyrant trying to control you, but are actually a hand trying to guide you? This idea is called the invisible architecture. Now, think of it less like a rigid building and more like a riverbed. It doesn't write a script for you, nope. Instead, it's this supportive framework, a system of probabilities that just gently guides the flow of your life. Its whole purpose isn't to dictate your path, but to test your spirit at those crucial intersections, to really see what you're made of. So, how does this architecture actually guide us? It's through what our source calls the 5 fingers of fate. And these aren't some mystical cosmic powers. They are the fundamental, unavoidable parts of being human. Just think about it. First, there's memory, that heavy weight of your past, all the lessons learned and the scars that remind you. Then hunger, that restless ambition for what's next, right? That drive. Then fear, the healthy kind, the caution that stops you from making a truly terrible decision. Love, of course, those powerful connections that pull us toward each other. And finally, an ending, that quiet awareness that our time here is limited, which gives all our choices their meaning. These 5 forces are constantly shaping the path of our journey. And this, right here, this illustrates the key difference perfectly. Control is a closed fist. It's rigid, it's punishing. But guidance? That's something else entirely. It simply bends your path. It doesn't hand you lines to read. It just narrows a few doors, maybe widens a few silences, gently prompting you toward a moment of real, genuine decision. Okay, so if this whole system is just a guide, where do we come in? Let's move on and see how this all builds to the moments where you and only you have the ultimate power to choose. We all have them, those critical crossroads in life where everything seems to just hang in the balance. The source material describes these so beautifully as rare, sharp turning points where time itself seems to catch its breath. These moments are called liminal spaces, and you can think of it like someone just hit the pause button on reality. It's that exact moment when you're deciding whether to take that new job in a new city or whether to end a long-term relationship. The usual rules of cause and effect just seem to fade away. And in that moment, the guiding hand of the universe loosens its grip, and you are offered a moment of absolute free will, a true unburdened choice. And here's the really fascinating part. The universe isn't just passive. It's described as watching with expectation and curiosity. It's literally waiting to see, are you going to take the easy path, the one everyone expects of you? Or are you going to transcend that expectation and do something entirely your own? So this leads to the ultimate question for you, the traveler. When you stand in that liminal space, at that critical turning point, will you yield to what's expected, or will you defy it? Now, you might think that defying this gentle guidance would lead to some kind of cosmic punishment, but this, right here, is maybe the most powerful insight from our source. The architecture does not punish defiance. Actually, it celebrates it. It makes space for the legends that are born from our moments of resistance. And get this, the whole system is dynamic. When you choose to resist, when you take that unexpected path, the fingers of fate don't crush you. They adjust. They actually learn the unique shape of your will, and the universe literally begins to reshape itself around your act of defiance. So we've seen the guidance, and we've seen these incredible moments of absolute choice. But where does this traveler's journey ultimately lead? Let's move on to the final horizon.
The end of the journey isn't described as a struggle, not at all. It's a peaceful arrival. It's that moment when those five forces, memory, hope, fear, love, and endings, they all just settle gently against your back, their work now complete. This quote really just captures the kindness of the entire system. After all the trials, all the choices, its ultimate purpose isn't to control you. Its highest act is to offer a final, soft release.
So, what's the big takeaway here? This entire system, this invisible architecture, it exists to support you. It holds the universe together just long enough for you to complete your unique journey. To choose, to resist, to become, and then, finally, to be empowered to let go.
And that leaves us with one last powerful question. Knowing that the universe adapts to your will and that your defiance is what creates legends, what name will you choose to carve into the silence?